Yes, students. In this class, we are going to discuss about storage practices in India and across the globe. Storage practice. So, it is nothing but food preservation to prevent the growth of bacteria, fungi, other microorganisms, as well as the retarding the oxidation of fats that cause rancidity, that is, food spoilage. Storage is an important function of any business and it is an inseparable element of trade. It involves keeping a quantity of goods for use when required and prevent the various microorganisms, bacteria, and everything which causes food spoilage. So, why this storage is important? So, nowadays production is carried on large scale and it is round about one. Large scale production can be carried on smoothly when raw materials are stored in large quantities so that business can ensure continuous and steady production. Production is carried on in anticipation of demand and not for immediate sale. So, for future dates and future necessities, storage is necessary. So, certain goods are produced throughout the year, but production is seasonal. So, for that purpose, also storage is important. And certain goods are produced throughout the year, but their demand is seasonal. So, for that also, storage is important. And next, some goods are to be stored to get a better taste and flavor. Storage of goods is made with a speculative intention also to earn more profit, like how farmers store seeds in order to gain more profits in the future. So it also facilitates dispersion of goods from production center to the market. So this storage practices helps for the dispersion of goods from production center to the marketplace also. So these food storage practices and commodity practices, the main intention is to prevent the food spoilage as well as to increase the sales and demand of the commodities. So there are various storage practices which are commonly followed in India as well as in abroad. Let us discuss one by one. First one is drying. So it is one of the oldest technique used to hamper the decomposition of food products. So vegetables and fruits are naturally dried by the sun and wind. So a fire would be built inside the building to provide the heat to dry the various fruits, vegetables and herbs. Next one is cooling. So it is nothing but preservation of foods by slowing down the growth and reproduction of microorganisms, like fresh fruits, salads and dairy products are being cooled during warm weather also, and in industries and factories coolers are being installed. Next one is freezing. It is also one of the most commonly used process both commercially and domestically. I think everyone has seen refrigerators. So in this the vegetables as well as the meat is being freeze, and even especially like the ice products and the ice creams and all, it is being freezed. Next one is heating. So heating to temperature which are sufficient to kill microorganisms inside the food is also an important method, like how milk is boiled before storage to kill various microorganisms, and even certain seeds which are used for cooking purpose, so they are being heated so that it cannot be used for the agricultural purpose and can be used only for the domestic and kitchen purpose, that is consumption purpose. Next one is salting. So salting is also one of the important and olden method. So for this certain commodities like meat and all, so salt is been used, and even for certain agricultural seeds also salt is been mixed so that it can kill the various insects and microorganisms, and good preservation happens. Next one is jugging. So jugging is nothing but tightly covering the containers. The goods or the commodities which are exported or exported is been covered with the containers. So like meat and certain red wine and some animals meat and all, it is been tightly covered. So next one is pickling. So pickling is also one of the important method for preservation of foods in edible antimicrobial liquid. So in this also salt and everything is been mixtured, and even certain chemical is also mixed. So like how in homes pickles are been used. So one special kind of chemicals and oil is been added to the commodities so that it can be last for long. Next one we have, that is jellying. So jellying is also one of the important storage practice. In this food may be preserved by cooking in a material that solidifies to form a gel. So for juices certain sugar has been added, and so it is packed in certain special paper, that is special packaging is been done so that it can be protected with a natural flavor. Next method we have, that is canning. It involves cooking food stealing in a sterile cans or jars. So cans and jars are being used, and it is capped tightly so that preservation of food can be possible in a good manner. Next one is sugaring. So don't think that in this sugar is been added. So it is also one of the olden method. So in this dry foods are been stored in the clay like muds, like it is also called as gadi. In villages and all you can see sugar, that is what is that, rice, ragi and all, it is been stored. So and at last it can be taken. So to protect that they will use either the neem leaves or the turmeric, and even they will what we call that, keep cat also, so that rats are being avoided. Next one is burial. So burial is nothing but use of dry ashes to protect the commodities. So ash is been used for, and it is mixed to certain seeds and certain commodities so that it can be it can kill the microorganisms and insects. Apart from this we have other techniques also in India, that is sun drying. In drying it comes use of ash, already I told now, sand application method, plastering of storage bins with clay and cow dung, storage of pulses with common salt, turmeric application method, use of garlic cloves, mixing of leaves, stepping method or stamping method, use of salt and chili powder, use of neem leaves, use of neem leaves and dry chilies, use of neem oil, use of kapur, use of coaster powder, sand mixture method, use of dried red chilies, use of lime powder, use of matchbox, fumigation of the garden, use of neem seed powder, use of ginger rhizome, use of custard apple and seed powder, use of tulsi seeds. So these are all the important storage practices which are followed in India. Next concept is insect control techniques. So broadly we have 4 insect control techniques. First one is sanitation. It is about don't mix old grains with the new grains. So there will be a separate block or separate building or separate zones for new stock and old stock, so that both cannot be mixed. Why? Because old grains may harm the new grains, and it is followed in FIFO method, that is first in and first out. Next one is natural resistance. So in natural resistance, naturally protection cover is been provided, protection belt is been provided, like how maize with good husk reduces the field infestation. Next one is hermetic storage. So in this hermetic storage, in an airtight conditions, it reduces the oxygen and increase the carbon dioxide that will automatically arrest the insects. So this hermetic storage tightens the oxygen content and increases the carbon dioxide, so that all insects will be killed. Next one is a chemical control. In this smoke and special plants, insecticide, dust, spray, fumes and toxics are being used to kill the insects and germs. So the common popular name is LD50. Even DDT powder is also been used. Next one we have, that is rodent and bird control in stores. So rodent and bird control is nothing but avoiding the birds which eats the commodities and grains. Why it is been used means, consuming large quantities of stored grains and food, rodents contaminate stored produce through droppings, urine and hairs, and may spread human diseases. So that's why this rodent and bird control is been used. So especially for that some metal sheets are being used, and even a door should be fit closely to the frame, and even there should be a gap of about 12 millimeters and 90 centimeters from the ground. So they have to maintain certain hygiene and safety and cleanliness also. So they have to maintain hygiene, safety, and they have to keep the machineries clean and proper. So next concept we have, that is basic requirements for safe and scientific storage. First of all, it is a selection of site. So there should be a good well drained site. The site should be protected from the moisture, excessive heat, insects, rodents and bad weather conditions, and even they have to consider the price levels also. Next one is storage of selected storage structure. So it is about according to quantity in Gordon's space they have to consider. Next, cleaning and fumigation. So cleaning is also one of the important factor for this. So cracks, holes and everything should be avoided in the storage. Next one is drying and cleaning the grains. So often and often they have to dry and clean the grains. So cleaning of bags is also one of the important factor. So gunny bags what they are going to use, it should be good, and bags should be cleaned, because if there are bad bag what is that dirty bags, it automatically harms the quality of the commodities. Next, separate storage of new and old stock. So to have a hygiene condition, old and new stock should be kept differently. Next one is the use of dunnage. So it is bags of paddy or rice which is kept on wooden crates or bamboo mats along with a cover of polythene sheet to avoid absorption of moisture from the floors. Next one is proper aeration. So there should be proper aeration during clean weather conditions, but care is to be taken to avoid the aeration in rainy seasons. So this should be proper aeration during clean weather conditions, and they have to take some steps to avoid in rainy seasons, because in rainy seasons almost commodities are being harmed. You may have seen certain vegetables like potato in rainy seasons, automatically the sale commodities are becomes the crop commodities because of the water and mixture of soils. Next, cleaning of vehicles. So vehicles should be used for the transportation of these commodities should be avoided by using through phenyl to avoid infections and infestations. Next one is regular inspection. So to maintain proper health and hygiene of stock, the sale commodities, regular inspection of stored paddy or rice or whatever is essential. So regular inspection is one of the important method, and even installation of CCTV cameras is also a scientific storage technique. Thank you students for watching this. If any doubts, you can ask in comment section. Thank you.